Have you ever felt like something didn't add up, like the timing of their words, their actions was just too perfect? Almost as if everything was coordinated, like they were always a few steps ahead of you. At first, they may have seemed unmotivated, maybe even careless. You carried the weight, you made the effort, you tried to keep things together while they gave you the bare minimum. It left you drained, confused, and constantly questioning yourself. But then something shifts. The moment you step away, or they walk away, suddenly they change. The same person who once had no energy now seems unstoppable. They become strategic, active, and strangely effective. It feels like they've transformed overnight. But here's the truth. They didn't change. They didn't suddenly become stronger. They just stopped working alone. What you're seeing isn't growth, it's coordination. Behind the scenes, they begin to pull people in. They tell their version of the story. They plant seeds, create doubt, and slowly build a circle of supporters who unknowingly, or sometimes willingly, play a role in their narrative. This is where the hidden dynamic begins. There are people who quietly observe and pass information along. Others who defend them, repeating lines like, "You don't understand what they've been through." And then there are those who take it a step further, spreading rumors, questioning your character, creating distance between you and others. It starts to feel like the ground beneath you is shifting. People you trusted become distant. Conversations change. Energy changes. And you're left wondering how everything turned so quickly. It wasn't random. It was built because individuals like this understand something very well. Influence is more powerful when it's shared. Instead of facing you directly, they create an environment where others carry the weight of the conflict. It becomes less about one person and more about a collective perception. And that's what makes it so disorienting. You thought it was just one relationship, but suddenly it feels like you're standing alone against many voices. Not because you did something wrong, but because a narrative was created without your input. So what do you do when you realize this? You stop trying to convince people who have already decided what they want to believe. You step away from the noise. You protect your energy instead of explaining your truth to those committed to misunderstanding it. Sometimes that means limiting contact. Sometimes it means becoming emotionally neutral in unavoidable situations. And often, it means rebuilding your circle, finding people who value clarity, honesty, and mutual respect. Because here's the deeper reality. If it takes multiple people, multiple stories, and constant effort to shake your sense of self, then your presence carries more strength than you've been led to believe. Your clarity is powerful. Your independence is powerful. And your ability to walk away from confusion and choose peace, that's where your real strength lives. Not in proving anything to anyone, but in knowing who you are even when others try to rewrite the story.